This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Stacy Jensen. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900.
And welcome to KPVM TV News Channel 25. I'm Stacy Jensen. Deanna has the night off. It's Wednesday, January 26th. And Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue is still on the scene of a structure fire on Kellogg Road here in Pahrump that sent 2 people to a Las Vegas trauma center.
2 people have been airlifted via Mercy Air with critical injuries following a structure fire on Kellogg Road this afternoon. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies, and auxiliary units were on scene. Neighbors say that they heard an explosion and saw black smoke billowing from the home that had been known as an animal grooming business in the past. It's unclear if business was still being conducted at this location. Several animals were reportedly inside the home, including a reptile. A small dog was spotted outside of this residence. Nye County Animal Control has been called to the scene to assist in locating that dog. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nevada State Fire Marshal are conducting this fire investigation.
And what started Tuesday morning with a report of a stolen vehicle here in Pahrump ends later that day with a pursuit and eventual arrest of 1 man.
Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to Tire Works on State Route 160 Tuesday morning for a report of a stolen vehicle. The business said someone stole a 2003 silver Ford F-150. Moments later, a resident on Alaska Way called authorities to report that vehicle had been abandoned in their yard and said they saw a man walking away from the truck. But before police arrived, that man allegedly returned and drove off again in the truck, which reportedly could not get out of first gear. Deputies located the vehicle later Tuesday night on Wilson Road. The driver then led officers on a low-speed pursuit until they crashed the vehicle into a yard at Murphy Street and Lawrence Road. The driver was taken into custody. Around the same time, Desert View Hospital reported that someone had dropped off a suspicious package at their location on Lola Lane. The sheriff's office says the suspect in the stolen vehicle told them he left a suitcase belonging to the president with confidential information inside at the hospital prior to the pursuit.
And California Highway Patrol reporting on a crash that occurred yesterday on Highway 395 in Independence, California. California Highway Patrol says that about 4 p.m., a 41-year-old driver of a Dodge Dakota pickup from Independence was traveling northbound on U.S. Highway 395 in the town of Independence at a high rate of speed. At the same time, a driver of a Toyota RAV4 SUV from Bishop was traveling northbound on the same stretch of highway at approximately 30 miles an hour. The driver of the SUV swerved to the left and into oncoming traffic lanes to avoid from being struck by the pickup. Despite the actions by the driver of the SUV, the pickup was sideswiped to the right side of the SUV. The pickup continued and crashed into a light pole and onto a vacant restaurant building parking lot. The driver was trapped within the vehicle and suffered major injuries. Personnel from Independence Volunteer Fire Department, Lone Mountain Volunteer Fire Department, and CAL FIRE extricated the driver from the wreckage. He was transported by Mercy Air via helicopter to Antelope Valley Hospital for treatment. Additional personnel from Inyo County Sheriff's Department, Caltrans, Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, and the California Highway Patrol had responded to the crash scene. No other injuries were reported, and this crash is still under investigation by Bishop, California Highway Patrol. And a Short Branch saloon in Crystal was destroyed by fire on January 16th. Now the community is coming together to help Miss Kathy rebuild. Brad Francis has more.
Kathy Bragg, affectionately known as Miss Kathy, ran the Short Branch Saloon for 24 years, but a devastating fire 10 days ago destroyed the business she had worked so hard to build. Now a fundraiser on GoFundMe.com is helping raise money to help Bragg pick up the pieces and rebuild. Keith Gott organized the fundraiser on behalf of Miss Kathy. On the website, Gott explains that the saloon is Bragg's sole source of income, and due to a slowdown in business caused by the pandemic, she was not able to hold an insurance policy that would have covered the damage. Gott says the Short Branch Saloon is a place so many people love and explains Miss Kathy isn't ready to give up. He says every penny raised will go straight to the rebuild of Short Branch Saloon. As of Wednesday, dozens of people had donated nearly $6,000. The goal is $10,000. If you'd like to help, just go to GoFundMe.com and search for Short Branch Saloon. As for the fire itself, Pahrump Valley Fire Chief Scott Lewis says it's being ruled a probable accidental fire, though they were unable to determine exactly where it started. He says there was no indication it was intentionally set. The State Fire Marshal's office was notified and asked to investigate. However, Lewis says after a glitch in the notification process caused a delay in their response, the State Fire Marshal's office declined to investigate, citing concerns over possible contamination of the fire scene.
And we'll be back with more News 25 right after this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on. This segment is brought to you by Higher Society Smoke Shop in Las Vegas. Call 702-982-2300. Call 702-982-2300.
And welcome back. Nevada Health Response provided an update on county risk levels as posted by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. They say all Nevada counties, all 17, are listed as high risk of transmission. Cases continue to be extremely high across the state of Nevada with current Omicron surge. According to the directive of 045, residents and visitors in all counties, regardless of vaccination status, will be required to wear masks in indoor settings. To be able to lessen the mask restrictions, counties need to remain at low or moderate transmission as defined by the CDC for 2 weeks in a row. And who doesn't love a good home remedy? But not all home remedies are created equal. Some are supported by science research, while others are tall tales. Erica Foreman has more on what works according to science.
Most of us have tried a home remedy at some point. Some work and some don't. According to Cleveland Clinic's Dr. Elizabeth Keitlinger, one remedy backed by science is using duct tape to remove a wart.
You want to put it on the wart and you want to leave it on for about 6 days. So you want to give it substantial time to kind of have like an occlusive property over that wart. Take it off. You want to scrub it. Then you want to reapply the tape again and leave it on for another 6 days and repeat this process.
It looks like Grandma was right. Research suggests chicken soup can be good for a cold.
The chicken noodle soup actually increase the velocity of movement of the mucus in your nose better compared to hot water and better compared to cold water. So there actually is science that it may relieve some of that congestion and mucus and make you feel better.
And if you have a cough, honey may help.
So there are a lot of studies that found that giving a couple of teaspoons of honey at night can actually reduce symptoms, reduce coughing, and improve sleep. The last point I want to make about the honey is that you always want to make sure you're not giving it to anyone younger than 1 year of age, because honey does have a risk of infant botulism, which is a very serious disease.
For those dealing with tummy troubles, products containing ginger can provide relief.
There's a lot of data showing that it actually can be quite effective for nausea. There are studies that have used it in pregnant women, chemotherapy patients. The overall trend was that these are helpful medications.
If you're reaching for an herbal medicine, be sure to talk with your healthcare provider first. Some can interact with certain medical conditions and medications. At Cleveland Clinic, I'm Erica Foreman.
It's best to forego home remedies if you're in severe pain, having trouble breathing, or if you're not able to eat, drink, or keep fluids down. Dr. Keitlinger says you'll also want to contact your doctor if the home remedy you're using isn't working, if it's making your ailment worse or you develop new symptoms. And there's a lot of options these days when it comes to dentistry. We've caught up with the doctors at 4M Dental in Las Vegas to learn more about how they can improve your smile.
Here at 4M Dental, we're a full-service dental office. We specialize in implants, but we do everything from cosmetic dentistry to all-on-X implants.
4M Institute has been around for a little over 2 years. We specialized in a procedure called Teeth in a Day. We are one of the leaders in implant dentistry. We have 4 convenient locations, Las Vegas, and 3 in California, Southern California. And we have the highest technology when it comes to dental implants. We can practically treat patients that have no teeth or they have terminating teeth, all in one day. They come in the morning and they leave that day with a permanent set of teeth.
Our All-on-X procedure is a revolutionary procedure in dentistry where all in one day we transform your smile from either missing teeth, broken teeth, or no teeth to a full set of teeth all in one day.
So most of the times you have a surgeon that places implants and then you have a dentist that restores implants, and patients are to go between one office to the other. There's communication that gets kind of lost in the middle, and the expenses are higher. With us, everything is done under the same roof. The surgical procedure and the restorative is all done under the same roofs. Therefore, there is no miscommunication. Patients don't have to go from one office to another. And again, that saving can be passed on to the patients.
We offer veneers, crowns to perfect your smile. We do any general dentistry that is needed for our patients. General dentistry could be simple extractions, dental cleanings, single implants, single crowns, bridges, dentures, snap-on dentures, anything that a patient requires.
So starting from the first phone call, we get you scheduled for that free consultation. When you come in, you get that warm welcome. After filling out some paperwork, we'll take you back to the operatory to meet the doctor, take some x-rays, and then we provide you with your different options. After that, you then go into the room with our treatment coordinator, Tessa. We'll prioritize and focus on whatever is best for you so you can make the best decision for yourself. We offer financing, payment plans, so many ways to help our patients make their treatment possible so we can give them that new smile.
This is one of our several locations. We also have 3 offices out in California, one in Newport, one in Anaheim Hills, and one in Long Beach. We are located at 7510 West Sahara, Las Vegas, 89117.
And as we head into break, here's a message from the National Alzheimer's Association.
When you or a loved one is diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it can be tough to know where to turn. But the Alzheimer's Foundation of America is here for you. We've helped tens of thousands of people through our 7-day-a-week helpline, connected communities nationwide with information and support through our Educating America tour, and our telephone-based support groups meet weekly, providing assistance and support to families. We do it all because of one thing: you. Join us in the fight against Alzheimer's and donate today. alzfdn.org or call 866-232-8484.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
And welcome back. Many of us use our garages for parking our cars and storing bikes and tools, but one thing this last year taught us is how to better utilize the space we have. In today's Ask Angie segment, Bailey Carson discusses how to go about renovating your garage to give you more useful space that better fits your lifestyle.
The more livable space, the better. We're always running out of storage space and could definitely use some better organization in the space we do have. Bailey Carson, a home expert from Angie, is here to offer some advice on how to overhaul your underutilized garage space.
Updating your garage is a great investment project since it will give you more useful space and open up storage. Start by thinking about how you want to use the space. Do you want to use it for hobbies, exercising, or maybe even hosting guests? Or is it a simple storage space expansion?
Try to be realistic about how you plan to use your remodeled garage space. Find a quality local pro to help make sure your project is achievable within your budget and timeline. A great pro will also help map out your new garage space to make sure you can still fit your cars inside when it's all done.
Once you have your pro, you need to talk about the plans. Will this be a full livable space or just more storage area? Depending on that, you'll want to talk about HVAC, electrical, and plumbing needs, which can make it comfortable year-round.
It's important to ask a lot of questions, even if you're just adding a storage system. Think about things like, how secure are the shelves and cabinets? Am I utilizing wall space? Do we need to raise the roof? Will the things I use most be easily accessible? Will my car still fit inside?
Safety is another key consideration when remodeling your garage. While windows look great and can add natural light, they do make it easier to break in. You may want to consider a security system or at least motion detecting lights on the outside, And of course, don't forget doors or keypads on each of the entrances.
Garage doors have electronic sensors that cannot be blocked, and depending on how you'll use the space, it will have different ventilation requirements. These issues are best handled by an experienced pro who can make sure everything is installed right the first time.
When investing in any major renovation project, it's always important to think about how it will impact resale value. Try not to go too over the top with your garage renovation. And think about if you're adding a very unique feature, will it really add value or potentially take away?
Have questions about your home projects or home care business? Tweet your question using hashtag AskAngie. That's hashtag ASKANGI, and you may get some tips in an upcoming segment.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Oh, beautiful outside. Look at that weather, and it looks like we might have wind back in the forecast. John's going to update us on weather right after this.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. Hey, we made it to a Wednesday, all in one piece. Good deal. Let's take a look at this gorgeous weather map. Actually, pretty nice weather for January. Not too bad. Fernley, Fallon, Carson City, actually Tonopah, Goldfield. You're all sitting right in the mid-40s, 46 degrees, bookending in Fernley and Goldfield, but out to Beatty, breaking out of the pack, 55 degrees, a low tonight of 30. Amargosa, our hot spot in the state, at 59. And Las Vegas close behind at 57. Death Valley just a scant 68 degrees. And here in the paradise of Pahrump, well, let's take a look. Our current temperature, 48 degrees. Burley, nice. It's going to be a gorgeous evening. Low tonight about 29. That'll feel a little chilly. Might want to put a sweater on if you're planning on staying outside, maybe putting a fire out in the fire pit. Sunset this evening at 5:04 p.m. It's still giving us gorgeous colors, and the hope of a sunrise tomorrow at 6:48. Yeah, I think it's about 100%. I'm pretty sure it's going to come up. High tomorrow about 62 degrees. Low tomorrow about 30, and those winds continuing to blow gently about 8 miles per hour as we head on into the rest of the week. What do we got? Well, sunshine Thursday, but Friday, Saturday looking like we get some cloud cover. Not so good, but those temperatures actually peaking up, and come Sunday, boy, what a gorgeous day. 64 degree high expected, and sunshine, winds tolerable. Looks like the wind's picking up Monday and Tuesday. Blow the doors off, Sally. It's 20 mile per hour average gusts, and so we'll see some 30, 35 mile per hour winds also, and it looks like it continues somewhat on Wednesday. So a little bit windy next week, but enjoy the weekend. It's going to be great as you make your plans. All right, back to the desk. Here's the lovely Stacy.
Thanks, John. Well, it looks like Seroptimus International of Pahrump Valley is quite busy. They've got several events. We've got the Pahrump Valley event tonight on human trafficking education that's coming up. That is going to be presented by Metro Detective Jason Bressler. That happens at 6:30 tonight at the BOCC Commissioners Chamber. That's at 2100 East Walt Williams Drive here in Pahrump. Again, seating is limited and masks are required. Again, get there at about 6:30, maybe a little bit earlier to get your seat for that. And again, January is Human Trafficking Awareness Month. Also, Pahrump Valley Seroptimus International getting ready for their big fundraiser. They haven't been able to do it in about 2 years, so it's Mardi Gras time. Yes, it's coming up. Mardi Gras Ball 2022, and they are very happy to do that. It's coming up on Saturday, February 12th. Tickets are on sale now, so make sure there's going to be a live auction, prizes, some Golden Night tickets. That's going to be great. Raider tickets and some VIP parking included with that. If you would like to get your ticket, I got my two already. Make sure to give them a call at 705-925, that is 5276. And again, get those tickets. We got some wonderful sponsors. Thanks goes out to them. So they're celebrating women in our community. I know they'll be presenting some awards and all sorts of fun stuff. So again, good time by all. Get those tickets while you can. So again, that does it for us tonight. Thank you for tuning in to KPVM TV, Channel 25. I'm Stacy Jensen. Good night.